The price tag might be a bit steep, but we're still hyped for the return of this classic 2010 platformer. Originally released for the Wii, this Switch port gets the full HD treatment plus extra levels from the 3DS version. And just like Tropical Freeze, you can adjust the difficulty for an easier barrel-busting ride. It'll be out on January 16, 2025. Civ 6 on consoles was a hit, and now we're finally getting the next chapter in Sid Meier's legendary strategy series. The biggest change is the introduction of 3 distinct eras: Antiquity, Exploration, and Modern Ages. Every age will have its own unique civilization that you can evolve to. That's unlike past titles where you're locked on that one Civ that you choose at the beginning. As expected of the Civ community, this has been and will be a point of heated discussion up until the game's release on February 11 of next year. Snatched right out of PS Vita's vault is this retro pixel beat-em-up. Get ready for more chibified fighters and over-the-top action. Even the enemies have been shrunk down. And thanks to Unreal Engine, those flashy moves will look smoother than ever. It'll be out on February 13, 2025. The wait is finally over. The first 2 games in Konami's classic RPG series are hitting the Switch in March 2025. Relive these legendary titles with updated graphics and sound, plus new features like Battle Fast Forward and auto-saving. We can't wait to dive back into these timeless adventures. After a brief stint on mobile, Fantasy Life I is back in full force on the Switch. This life sim lets you explore a whole different era. The girl who steals time takes you across 2 different periods at an open-world island full of mystery. Double the combat, double the exploration, and double the fun. Launching in April of next year. The terrifyingly delightful horror series continues with new characters and a brand new story. This time, we join Lo and Alone as they journey through the unsettling world of nowhere. Expect more eerie landscapes and gruesome monsters to escape from. But there's a twist. You can now play with a friend in co-op or go solo with an AI companion. There's no exact release date yet, but we could expect it sometime next year. We won't have to look for her any longer. For the first time in the long-running series, we get to play as the hit international thief. Instead of her usual antics, Carmen Sandiego takes us on a tour to stop the villainous Vile organization. Solve puzzles, use cool gadgets, and travel alone when it releases early next year. We're getting 8 legendary games. That's 3 more titles compared to the first Capcom fighting collection, a mix of 2D and 3D fighting all in one package. And the best part? Every game in the collection lets you play against other players online or with a friend in local co-op mode. Whether you want to relive the classics or play the game for the first time, this collection has something for all fighting game fans. Slowing down a bit, we have Coffee Talk Tokyo. The original Coffee Talk was a lovely visual novel where you brew cups of joe while chatting with memorable patrons. In Tokyo, not only do we get wonderful new scenery, we're also getting a cast of humans and yokai to serve, like the Kappa salaryman Kenji and the new it girl of the afterlife Ayame. Square Enix is spoiling Dragon Quest fans with not 1, not 2, but 3 Dragon Quest HD 2D remakes. First up is Dragon Quest III, launching November 14th of this year, where we take on Ortega's legacy in his quest to vanquish Baramos. But the real surprise? Remakes of the first 2 Dragon Quest games are also on the way, completing the Erdrick trilogy. It's releasing sometime next year. With the prequel DQ3 arriving first, we get a chance to dive deep into our protagonist's origins while waiting for more details. It's not just Dragon Quest fans who are getting spoiled. Fans of the Atelier series also got to celebrate the announcement of 2 single-player games bound for release in 2025. First, there's Atelier Yumiya, the alchemist of memories and the envisioned land. Explore Yumiya's memories as she uncovers her past and questions the disappearance of a long-forgotten civilization. This one is launching on March 20th, 2025. Then there's Atelier Resleriana, the Red Alchemist and the White Guardian. taking us back to Lantarno with a new protagonist and an all-new story. Details are scarce, but it's slated for release sometime next year. Mobile gamers got to experience this adorable life sim first, but Switch players, rejoice! Next year, we're finally getting in on the Hello Kitty action. Just like Animal Crossing New Horizons, Island Adventures is an island getaway/rescue adventure. Your mission is to bring an abandoned island back to its former glory. Explore, decorate, fish, and hang out with your favorite Sanrio characters. Next year can't come any sooner. We're practically swimming in a sea of remasters. Lunar Remastered Collection is another one of these. It includes 2 stories, Alex's journey to become a Dragon Master in Lunar Silver Star Story, and Hero's adventure 1,000 years later in Lunar 2 Eternal Blue. It'll come with little touch-ups for modern audiences, but will play pretty much like the original. It's scheduled to launch early next year. Of all the upcoming titles, this is the one we've been waiting ages for. Announced back in 2017, the next chapter in the Metroid Prime saga is finally within reach. The trailer released a couple of months ago gave us a glimpse of the action, showcasing Prime's signature first-person shooting, Samus Morph Ball, and rival bounty hunter Silux. After years of anticipation, the wait for its 2025 launch is nothing. One of our most anticipated games coming next year is Pokemon Legends Z-A. The game will take us to the futuristic Lumio City, a far cry from the ancient-ish setting of Pokemon Legends Arceus. We only have a teaser trailer and some Game Freak leaks for now, but it looks like we'll be seeing the return of Mega Evolutions as well as a few iconic Pokemons. A different kind of future awaits us in Professor Layton's new world of Steam. Developers at Level 5 have really leveled up the visuals in this new chapter. Set 1 year after the events of Unwound Future, the professor finds himself in the city of Bison, investigating a mysterious incident. Layton is joined by his riddle-solving apprentice Luke Triton. Get ready to solve puzzles in a stunning steampunk world. It's set to release in 2025. After numerous delays since its announcement in 2016, looks like we're finally getting our hands on it next year. Set 25 years after the original game, Victory Road introduces a cast of new characters. 2 boys from 2 different worlds will join forces to revive their football club. New challenges await when it launches in June 2025. The beloved farming action RPG series gets a fresh start. A mysterious catastrophe has torn apart the land of Azuma, and you, the chosen Earth Dancer, must restore it. Purify the corrupted lands, rebuild entire villages, and fight monsters. And of course, all your favorite Rune Factory activities, farming, dating, and seasonal festivals, all with gorgeous Japanese twists. Coming this spring of 2025. One of the most visually stunning RPGs in recent years is getting a massive free DLC. Throes of the Watchmaker was a stretch goal during the Kickstarter campaign and will expand the story of the Solstice Warriors. Just like a giant circus tent, it's even bigger on the inside, luring us back with new playable classes, new areas, and an exciting 3-player co-op. It sounds almost too good to be true. We get to see it in the flesh in spring 2025. Jet Set Radio meets Mass Effect in this high-speed action game. Star Overdrive will have you zipping through alien worlds on a souped-up hoverboard, chasing down a mysterious distress signal. With 4 distinct biomes to explore and massive boss battles to tackle, this isn't your average space adventure. Releasing on the Switch in 2025. We've been loving the Trails series on Switch. Now we get to witness the origins of this long-running saga with the re-release of Trails in the Sky. Follow rookie peacekeeper Estelle and her adoptive brother Joshua as they get pulled into a mysterious conspiracy while in search of their missing father. Political intrigues run deep in this classic RPG, coming to the Switch in 2025. Get ready for more rat-tastic Souls-like action. Whiskers of Winter takes us to the frozen north, where you play as young Arlo and will face the terrifying Dark Wings. Explore a vast, snow-covered kingdom, battle challenging enemies, and build your own settlement. With narration by Doug Cockle, expect an epic adventure filled with brutal combat and gorgeous hand-drawn art. This ambitious rodent adventure should be on your wishlist. If you love Tim Burton's gothic style and enjoy a good roguelike, Lost in Random: The Eternal Die is for you. This dark and whimsical sequel lets you play as a fallen queen and her living dice companion, Fortune. Mix and match hundreds of magical relics, gamble with fate, and build the ultimate chaos-wielding warrior at your sanctuary hub. It's like Slay the Spire meets Coraline with a dash of dice-rolling mayhem. You won't find another game in this list with fresher visuals. Morsel is a creature-collecting roguelike game with a mix of gritty and whimsical critters. Each morsel is stronger than the last, and I bet you can't resist wanting to collect them all. They have powerful quirks that you can use to clear the game's unique levels. A feast for the eyes and will be a treat to play. It's coming out on February 2025. Subscribe for more!